it in a book.
Hey, sit down.
You
Quick,
gotta
need some
hold
coffees.
on to it.
Jesus, the rowdies are here.
As it meets tomorrow, forgets today.
Yeah.
Like a picture.
One half of the room's getting up crazy. So anyway, we're getting ready here tonight. Mr. Gordon Phillips is up here from Souk. But before we get going, there's a few things I'd like to point out to the band and to some of the audience members, although I'm sure some of them know about it. But for those people who are out watching on the YouTube and the Ustream, the whole concept of the Duncan Showroom came about because I answered an ad in the paper for 150 soft seat theater seats for free. But you had to take them all. So I happened to be the one who answered the ad, and I was the one who went down to Souk to pick them up. Yeah. On December 26th, because December 25th was the last day that Jehovah's Witnesses needed them, because they were at that little building on the corner there before they built their Kingdom Hall. Oh, yeah. These were the seats right there. Those seats out there are from the Jehovah's Witnesses in Souk.
You can see it, Souk.
You know, and the thing that's nice about this is that because it was on December 26th, I've been telling everyone that I received a Christmas present from the Jehovah's Witnesses so that I could open up a music venue. And every time I see them on the street and all that, then I go up and I thank them. I said, you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a music venue. Gets them all riled. But hey, what happens when you cross the Jehovah's Witness with a Hell's Angel?
I don't know what.
Someone comes to your door and tells you to F off. Anyway, the reason I bring up the theater seats is you'll notice here there's a lot of things that I have on view, but none of it's for sale. It's just there to look at. And they're all used things that have got a second life. Now, the problem with getting things that have a second life, you have to realize that they also carry a history with them. As with those theater seats, I've actually had people come up to me and say, look, I'm feeling a little anal retentive. I want to start knocking on door and handing out literature. What do? I have to talk them down, right? It's just the way it goes. Well, the reason I bring that up is because you got to be careful when you buy shoes. I'm tall. You're tall, sir. You must know. When you have tall, you've got long feet. Hard to find shoes. But I did manage to find myself a pair of red high tops in a value village in Victoria. Very hard to come by, right? But if you go down there on a Tuesday and you're over 60, you get a third off the price. So when I saw these shoes and went, wow, this is cool, and it's a Tuesday, I got them for $12.
So Value Village, you actually got a deal.
Yeah. Well, no, you do, but you got to be over 60, right? And I've actually been carded there. You know, that's a cool thing to get carded at a Value Village. You know, it's kind of like makes you feel good. But anyway, I digress. What happened was that I bought the running shoes, and they were really nice. Everything was great about them. Worn for about 2 weeks. But again, the history of those shoes became very apparent. That the guy before me had been a drug dealer. Because see, I don't know what he had laced them with, but I kept on tripping. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's what happens. We have comedy here, real comedy every so often. But right tonight we have some. I know when I wrote it down what it is, what it says it is, and it's like there's a lot of little genres that it touches. But during sound check, and we had the opportunity of they were so enjoying the room that they had some fun and did a few other things. And when I started listening to it, it's roots. It's an understanding of composition. It's about getting stories across. When they do a cover of a song, it's not just a cover, it's their rendition of a song. They add flavor to what they're doing. I'm very impressed as a trio that these guys are putting out the sound that they are. And they're from Souk, and it's based on Gordon Phillips' music, right? Most of it?
That's it.
Great songwriter, he is. Matter of fact, CVC was playing them just last week. I really appreciate that because they announced the show too.
He sure did.
Yeah, and all press
Thank
is
you,
good
CVC.
press. Yes, all press is good press. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them. These guys are going to get going with this. Gord Phillips Band.
Thank you. Beautiful introduction. Thank you, Mr. John. All right, so talking about storytelling, it was kind of funny before I got up on stage. I was thinking about this first song we're going to play, and it's called Port Renfrew. And my daughter and I, actually daughters now, because my youngest is now old enough and out of diapers because it's a father-kids camp and you can't be in diapers because we don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff.
You haven't worn diapers for a long time.
Haven't worn diapers for a long time. That's why we give him a mic. He doesn't sing backup. He just picks on me on stage. We like it that way. And so one morning in Port Renfrew, if you've ever been to Port Renfrew, it's always foggy there. It doesn't matter. It's always foggy. I woke up real early and it wasn't foggy, so it inspired me to write a song. And in another song I write called the Souk Highway, I talk about at the end going up to Fairy Lake and going up to Shawnigan. And then someone told me one day, they're like, Gord, that's totally wrong. You can't get to Shawnigan from there. It's actually Cowichan. And then I looked at the map and I'm like, well, actually, you can get to Duncan. So I thought it was great. So when we play the Souk Highway, you just listen for that and just replace it with Duncan in there. But this song is called the Port Renfrew song. Here we go. Thank you. Get those songs in reverse, because now we're going to go down that Souk Highway. So this song was inspired by some storms we had about 11 years ago. I don't know what it was like up here in Duncan, but in Souk it was pretty darn crazy. So I got ready for work. I went to leave, and I couldn't leave. I had to go back up. So I was like, I'm going to go surfing. I'm going to go the other way. And I couldn't do that either. So I went up into my house and I grabbed my guitar and I thought, this road, the Souk Highway, it's very important. There's only one road in, there's only one road out. It's the only way. So I thought of all the things that happen on this road, good, bad. I'm from Ontario, so all my friends from the island had to take me up to Sombrio so I could be enlightened. And I had the joy of actually seeing Sombrio when people lived on the beach and they built houses out of just everything that washed up on the beach, and they had kids, and those kids became professional surfers, and it was an amazing thing. And really, Souk pretty much built a lot of Victoria because all the logging was there. And also there's a lot of accidents on that road. As soon as it rains a little bit, there's always something that happens. So there's a line in the song where I see flowers bloom and I watch them die, and that's kind of the thing, because you're always driving by and you're seeing that monument to somebody that's passed away, and it's a tough road. But there's lots that happens on that road, and I love living out there. This is called the Souk Highway.
Come from the north, naive ones from the south, all come here for the same reason, try to just figure it out, figure it out, figure it out, figure it out, on that Souk Highway, on that Souk Highway, you can get what you want, you can take it all down that way. Well, yeah, on that Souk Highway, on that Souk Highway, you can get what you want, you can take it on down that way, down that Souk Highway. Last stop, Port Renfrew, maybe Ferry Lake, maybe sneak on up to Shawnigan.
All right. Thank you. So I love venues like this. Gives you a chance to talk. I know I'm supposed to sing, but I also like to talk. So,
Gord
this next
really
song.
likes to talk.
This next song has a really nice story to it. The thing about living life is you live life, your life. I have kids now, and I love it. They inspire me every day. So as I was driving to work down that Souk Highway one day, my daughter had this little flower, and she always used to close the petals like this, and she'd open it up. And one day I was like, early in the morning when the sun comes up, the flower opens up. And she giggled, and she loved that. And as a musician and a writer, I was like, I have to go home and write some more verses to that. So this song was inspired by this little flower and my daughter Piper, and it's called Piper's Flower Song.
When it's early in the morning, yeah, the sun is coming up, flower opens up, oh yeah. When it's in the afternoon, the sun is way up in the sky, the little flower reaches high, so high. We watch it grow, we feed it too. That's how I love, well I love you, I do. Off its light, the little flower says good night, 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 good night.
Thank you. So I'm going to utilize these hats that I brought today. I was carpooling today. I didn't bring as many hats as I usually have.
We had room.
We did have room for hats. All right. So my youngest daughter, Farron, if you're out there watching, Farron, hi. We like to write songs. It just kind of happened. You're hanging out on a Saturday and a Sunday in the morning, and I'm having my coffee, and she's eating most of her breakfast, but letting those Wheaties just kind of expand, and then I'm full, I don't want to eat. And then we'd hang out, and I'd play a riff, and she'd dance around. And we did this for about, I don't know, a year or two, and we wrote a couple songs, and then she came to me one day, and she's like, Daddy, I want to write a song. I'm like, really? What do you want to write a song about? She said, a caterpillar. Like, okay, what do you want to write about? And she told me a few things, and I just wrote them down pretty much verbatim. And this is called the Caterpillar Song. Now, for anybody that's watching, there are some hand gestures, and I might need some help. So when we get to the chorus, you're going to climb a tree, you're going to make a cozy bed and go to sleep, and then you're going to wake up with wings on your back. All right, here we go.
Likes to go out on a finger. He likes to go on a back and around. He likes to inch along like that. He's a caterpillar. Kinda cute. He's fuzzy. Fuzzy was he fuzzy? Oh, he's a caterpillar. Here we go. One day he'll go climb a tree, make a cozy bed and go to sleep. Wake up one day with wings on his back. How about that? He's a caterpillar, cozy caterpillar, catty caterpillar. Oh yeah. Climb a tree, make a cozy bed, and go to sleep. Wake up one day with wings on his back. How about that? He's a butterfly, flutter butterfly, flutter butterfly. Oh yeah. Climb a tree, make a cozy bed and go to sleep. Wake up one day with wings on his back. How about that? He's a butterfly, flutter butterfly, flutter butterfly, fly away. Just a little ditty. We like to have fun with that one. Thank you so much. All right, we don't play a lot of covers, but this is a cover I really, really like telling the story for. And it's called Wagon Wheel. A lot of you guys probably know this song. But the story goes that Bob Dylan was doing Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. And in the studio, he recorded lots and lots of songs. And the riff was just... it was just a little bit, and he had maybe a bit of the melody, and that kind of just died off and disappeared. And then a long time later, Old Crow Medicine Show came along, which is an amazing band, and they finished the song. And now we've got Darius Rucker that's redone it, and every time I play this song, I don't know, Dylan had a way with 3 chords. I don't know how he did it, but
It's an amazing song. It's called Wagon Wheel. I felt like there was more than enough time for a joke there. You know, like there's tons of time. You got a mic now, right?
I don't work under pressure.
See, I've been bugging these guys all the time. I'm like, okay, you gotta start singing backups. But now I just make sure Paul has a microphone so he can bug me on stage. So next time there's a good pause, feel free. And Paul and I have been together for a super, super long time. Michael's new to the band, and we're having a lot of fun right now. And thank you very much. We always need percussion to keep us in time all the time. And Paul says it quite funny because most of the time he could tell the stories that I tell because he's heard them so many times. He can tell them backwards. He can tell them backwards. We were just talking tonight. We were like, what we should do for a shtick on stage is I should start telling a story, and then he stops and tells it for me, and I do the same thing because we can finish each other's stories.
Rain trucker out of Philly had a nice long tow. He's headed down west, Cumberland Gap, Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I gotta get a move on, fit for the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, and I know she's the only one. If I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Yeah, oh yeah, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Yeah, oh yeah, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mama, rock me. All right, thank you. How you doing? Sometimes I wish I made my set list a little easier.
See, rock stars change the guitar every song.
Every song. I should have thought about that. It's all good.
At least you've only got two. For now.
He's got a point. That's right. See, that's why you give them mics, right? So this next song I had a lot of fun writing. It was a topical song at the time, and I realized I have to keep rewriting the song every single time. So the song is called 2 + 2, and it's technically 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 anymore, because I don't know what to believe. And a few of the things that brought me to that conclusion are my 5-year-old, when she looks up at the sky, and she's like, "Daddy, I can fly." I'm like, "Yes, you can." And then she finds out that, well, you can get in a plane, but you shouldn't jump off a building with a cape tied to your back. So she figured that one out. My 12-year-old figured out a couple of years that I know absolutely nothing. And when she was 6, I knew everything.
I figured that out a long time ago.
She said, "Daddy, you know everything." And in my head, I'm like, oh, man, she's going to find out. She's totally going to find out. And then busted, exactly. Thank you very much. It happens to all of us. You enjoy those moments, right? It's like you're just encased in gold for the first 6 years, and then after that, it's like, whoo, you're just winging it from that point on. So in the news, there was a few things that really got me. And I was listening to the CBC today, and this is kind of a neat story, because there was actually a story about a guy that wanted to have broken legs so he could be paraplegic. And this guy actually got himself a wheelchair, and he showed up to one of the nights where people that are paraplegic go and they deal with their issues. And he acted like a person that had broken legs. And he went into his garage, and he took a concrete block, and he broke his leg just so he could be paraplegic. And I thought, I don't know what to believe anymore, because most people don't choose to do this. I have a great story that attaches to this that I heard today on the CBC. And this thing's streaming, and I've said CBC a whole bunch of times. I am sure giving them a lot of plugs. But anyway, this was a gentleman that was a carpenter, and he fell 30 feet off a roof, and he was a skydiver. So what he learned in skydiving was, if you know you're going down, make sure you just kind of twist or just do something. And he did. So what happened was, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. What happened was, he fell 30 feet, and his feet planted in the ground, but he twisted just enough that he fell, but his feet stayed in place. Yeah, I know. So the amazing thing is that He spent 12 years dealing with this, and it was 17 operations, and it wasn't working, and he's got a wife, and he's got a kid, and he's in pain every single day. And his option to not be in pain anymore was to get an amputation. So while I'm listening to this, he's telling the story, and one of the interviewers actually followed his story and met him in this running dome where he actually got running those carbon fiber feet, and he was going to run for his first time, and he was on his cell phone, and he's going through all this, and he's starting to tear up, and he's so happy. And it was very enlightening for me because I have the story of the guy that should not be in a wheelchair, and then I've got this guy. So it just gave me, once again, I don't know what to believe anymore because he was so happy that he had an amputation and he could be with his kid and he could run again, and he hadn't run in like 30 years. So it gave me the positive side of 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4. So that's probably one of my longest intros. Here's the song.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, you guys keep that up. I'll do this over here. This is what we do. I had a guy always tell me, he said, hey, you know, if you make a mistake on stage, do it twice, and then it sounds like you meant to do it, right? She looks up in the sky. She thinks that maybe one day she'll wake up and she can fly. You can do it, I see you try. And in her eyes I knew it all. And one day that'll change, and soon the sky began to fall. Look out, Chicken Little, well here it comes. We're spinning around, we're getting it down. We're finding that everything changes as we read the pages right now. We're learning much more than we did before. Everyone's here to stay, to learn to love the running. Run and play. We thought the world was flat, and now we can't believe that anybody would think something like that. What you talk about? You're so crazy, man. And 2 + 2 don't equal 4. Stephen Isaac Albert, you're not so relative no more. Oh no. Now we're spinning around, we're getting it down. We're finding that everything changes as we read the pages right now. We're learning much more than we did before. Everyone's here to stay, to learn to love the running. Play, yeah, we're gonna play. I'm gonna stare at the sun for a while, till we see spots, then we'll retire. Stretch my arms out, try to catch the moon. Gonna remember the things that we thought we knew were true. Here comes the topical part. Like Pluto's a planet, Bill Cosby's a nice guy, Bruce is now Caitlyn. People actually try to break their own legs, and a white woman's a president of the NAACP. Can you believe? And right after I wrote this song, Kermit broke up with Miss Piggy. I don't know what to believe anymore. Right on, thank you. Yep, I did it again. So
down in Souk 62, bus 11. Bus 11, I'm a bus driver. I made all the kids pins, and I eliminated the rock and roll symbol, and I turned it into the bus 11 symbol. This is how we say hello on bus 11. So I made all the kids pins because I figured, just like tonight, this night doesn't happen again. You guys are lucky enough to be here to experience that. And just like with that bus, I try to create community and inclusion. And I realized when it happened, there was a parent driving down the road, and I saw him in his window, and he was like this. And I was like, yes! So we've got a thing going there. And one of the things that I like to practice is called restitution. And in the school district, restitution is the fact that you have a need and I have a need. And when those little people are out there in the schoolyard, in the classroom, tattling doesn't solve it. Tattling just goes to somebody else and gives it to them. We need to show these kids that they can resolve these issues on their own and recognize that we each have needs, and restitution works like that. So I had the student support principal ask if I would write a song about restitution. I said gladly. So we've got about, at least in Souk, we've got about 500 kids that know that song, and every Music Monday, which is going to come up on May 1st, I get to walk around with those kids and we get to sing that song. And the best thing that ever happened, and I have it on my my website, is that one of the music teachers emailed me one day. The song had been like 2 years in the district, and she teaches at Poye, Sandy Arts. Thank you, Sandy. Awesome music teacher. So she sent me this email, and it was beautiful because she's like, I want you to see this, Gord, because one of the kids came to me, he's like, you know, I really love that song, but now I actually get it. Because, you know, music, you hear it, feels good, you don't really know the words, and kids, well, they don't really listen too much, but that kid got it, and it was really inspiring just to hear that and to know that just making a difference with music alone and having that message and having kids figure out this early in life how to work out those issues, because there's a lot of us that still have troubles with that nowadays, and it's a great inspiration to know that we can try to make change early in a kid's life. So this is called the Restitution Song.
You got your job, I got mine too. We get along, cause we know just what to do. We're into restitution. Restitution. We're gonna fix it for our heart, fix it for our soul, care for all our needs. That's the only goal with restitution. Cause when you feel like acting out and you wanna scream and shout, ask for what you need, plant that little seed, grow restitution. We can think about it, write it down, talk it out with friends, feeling brave, safe and strong, message that it sends. Use your wits, walk away till someone, it depends on who you are with your contribution to this thing we call restitution. To this life we live, restitution, it's the solution. You got your job, I got mine too. Singing the song, cause we wanna share with you restitution. Wanna share with you restitution. Wanna share with you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Feel the love, feel the fun, feel the power in everyone. Feel the love, feel the fun, feel the power in everyone. Restitution. 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 Restitution.
I forgot to tell you, my little 5-year-old plays on that song. Because when you record, you do things 1,000 times, right? And well, I guess I do. Maybe some other people they just do it once, like Van Morrison. But anyway, and I had 3 minutes of her singing the song, so I took a couple of pieces out. And once again, on my website, gordphillips.com, you can check that out. And now that she's 5, my oldest daughter, I'd say, hey, you want to get up on stage and play music? And she's like, yeah. And then she'd get up and she'd disappear. But my 5-year-old, that's a different story. I say, you want to get up and play music? She's like, yeah, and she does it. It's awesome. We've done a few shows already. It's a good time. So, I like that. He's like, hey, stop talking, Gord. We're going to do another song here. This is a good song. This song is about the Fukushima disaster. They were talking about stuff's going to be washing up on our shores. This is called Shores.
As we waste away. All this waste, all this waste, all this waste today. As we look into both your eyes, as we live in the taste of these lies, billion tons, we're not done. as we waste today. All this waste, all this waste, all this waste away. Thank you. I'd like to thank our awesome sound guy for making me sound good. We were playing around with that when we were warming up today, so I think we got that dialed in quite nicely. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to do a couple more tunes, and then we're going to take a break. This next song, thankfully enough, I didn't have to switch guitars for. Woo! 2 songs in a row. So this song's called Love or Something. My good friend, if you're listening out there, Mr. Craig Hanna, this song he wrote, and he said to me, he said, Gord, I want you to play this song. I'm like, yeah, but I know you too well. This seems like a pretty deep, emotional song. It's like about a relationship, and I'm pretty sure it's about his relationship. And when I heard the song, I'm like, I will gladly do that song. And this ends up being one of our favorite tunes to do. It's called Love or Something. I could say the stakes are pretty high, but we both know we're worth it. It'd be crazy if we didn't try. It'd be crazy if we left this one alone. And you got me feeling, yeah, rolling down the hall. Yeah, nothing seems crazy. Yeah, nothing seems crazy at all. Something I want to show you. I'm like a laser-guided missile. Something I should let you know. You're my favorite medication. Something I want to show you. I go to work every morning. Something needs to be made clear. Where do we go from here now? You got me higher than a satellite. And I never seem to fall. Yeah, I wanna understand it. Then I don't seem to care at all. And you got me throwing beauties. And I'm rolling down the aisle. And you turn around and say to me. Then you throw me out and lock the door. Something I want to show you. I dig all the way to China just so I could let you know you're my real Queen of Sheba. Something I want to show you. I'm as focused as a junkie. Something needs to be made clear. Where do we go from here now? All right. So this last song I'm going to play, I'll say right off the bat, it's called Heaven. And an old member of my band came to me and he says, Gord, I don't think I can be in a band with you anymore because you're talking about heaven.
And I said, well, actually, you should really listen to the lyrics, because I'm talking about the fact that right now, in this place, right here, we're in heaven. I've already retired. I'm already in heaven. There's nowhere else that you need to go other than right here. And that's what this song's all about. Phillips Band. We will be right back momentarily.
Be in the eye in your you'll see my heart. I'll look you in your eye and I'll see your heart. Look me in the eye and you'll see my heart. Plant trees of life and bury the dead. And if the cockerel crowed, what would I deny? I hope any tyranny that met my eye, or the right of domain over the mind of a man, or the lie. We cannot be equal and free. The walls divide. There's another side and a deep blue sea. And it was made for you and me. And
It takes note of the little things. I mean, it's very hard, I guess, maybe on a local level for the musicians to realize what it is they have in their community. But when it's when these bands come from out of town that just started going, wow, this is great. Wow, look at this and everything. And you realize, yeah, we have put something together that other people do take note, that it has been worth it. And it's not necessarily how many people are in the audience. It's the fact that we're all here willing to be making sure that this can happen, right? That an evening of live music, an evening of original music can take place where the audience is attentive, everyone's here to listen to the music. That's a great opportunity. And it's, I mean, you could have 100 people in the room and have only 2 people listening and be a real sucky, you know. But so to have everyone in the room on the money and to have the band just having that opportunity to really to shine with the sound and when having Tim on their side and everything else like that, it really makes for a great evening for us and a great evening. Yay, Tim. Yay, Tim. Yeah, whatever. I'm good. I know that. We all do it for ourselves. We're all fulfilling that little thing inside of us that says it's got to be done. And so we're doing it. So all those people that are watching tonight, hope you're enjoying yourself. Remember, there is a way, if you go to our website, that you can help donate. I know it seems like a stupid thing. YouTube is free. I know it's free, but you think we're doing, yeah, well, basically we're doing a lot of work, not for nothing, but for not much money. And remember, nothing is for free. Everything else costs money. You like that? I like that.
I do. I feel like I'm on PBS right now.
We want to see these telephones light up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
You get the box set of the classical versions of.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's a tote bag, isn't it? You always
the
get a
tote
tote
bag.
bag and a coffee cup.
Yeah, tote bag tonight. Anyway, the Gord Phillips Band. I've enjoyed them so far. I'm really looking forward to the second set. Let's get on with it, please. Gord Phillips Band.
We enjoy it here. Thank you.
Left your house this morning about 9:15. Could have been the Willie Nelson. I could have been the wine. Left your house this morning. Was a little after 9. About Cajun, where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Left your house this morning about a little after 9. Thought of maybe quitting. Thought of leaving it behind. So I'm at your house this morning, and as I'm pulling down
us know that song. It doesn't need an intro. I spent a lot of time in Bob Cajun when I was a young kid, staying at my Nana's place, holding little chickadees in my hand, catching crayfish. When I heard that song, Bob Cajun by the Tragically Hip, I was like, are you kidding me? They went there too? They know about that place? So this next song, it's kind of neat how I put them together. I wrote both of these songs. I was actually telling you about our little Tofino trip. Some guys go deer hunting with their buddies every year. I actually go surfing with my friends. And once again, it was raining. Got there in my van. Surprise, surprise, right? And I got there early, so I went, and I like to have my time, you know, when you have kids and life is just going crazy, and you get that moment to yourself. I was just in my little Toyota Previa. It was pouring rain. I was soaking wet. Someone said, woo to Previa. Yeah! Best vehicle ever. You're right. I had one got written off. I went to Vancouver and I bought another one. I thought we were going to get old and rusty together, and then ICBC told me I couldn't have it anymore, and I said, no way. So you know what I did? I bought that one in Vancouver, but I also bought the other one back from ICBC, and it's my tractor for the bush. So, okay, so that was a little sidetrack there. Yay, Previa. So yeah, I was in my vehicle, and I wrote a song. And it was this song, and then it changed, but I loved the riff. I loved the riff so much that I wrote a song around it. And this is called Dust. We're always wanting more. We're always just go, 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 and we're all just a bunch of dust, and we got to remember to take it easy once in a while.
Everybody wants to see the Earth collide with Halley's Comet. Everybody wants to see NASCAR crash, all cameras on it. Everybody wants to have newest fangled, newer gadget. Everybody's hoping for a lot. A new heart, a new lung, a new leg, a new tongue, a new head, sleep number bed, and everything in between. The TV screen, the color green, green machine, I mean me and you. It's all the buzz, that time of year, it's festive buzz. Things we buy, things we see, things we can say. Can you? Oh, can you? Oh, can you? Oh. Everybody wants to see the Earth collide with Halley's Comet. Everybody wants to see NASCAR crash, all cameras on it. Everybody wants to have newest fangled, newer gadget. Everybody's open for a lot. I will honestly say that's our favorite song right now. We love playing that song. And it's really short, so it's like you can't make a lot of mistakes in a short song. If you do, it's like it's already over, right? All right. So this is the other song I wrote on that night in Tofino. The other one was supposed to be that one, but then now it's this one. I actually recently became an educational assistant. Yeah, all those educational assistants out there. Right on. And the great thing about that course was there was an option. There was an option to do a project, and I saw in all the list of things that we could do, one said write a song, and I was like, yes!
Gord decided to paint a painting.
No. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I got to write a song, and they had this thing called bingo. So it had all these little squares, and it had all the titles and the things that we learned, and we had to say whether we knew them, and we could talk about them, and we had to play bingo with it. So I took that whole list with this riff, and I tried to make it all work together, and I got to enter this as one of my projects, and it's actually one of my favorite songs. It's called EA Superhero. Well, the good thing about that is the first thing we got told when we took our EA course, day one, they said there's no exam at the end of this. So, haha, I found the perfect class for me. Here we go. In your graphic novel, yeah, you see them in your favorite comic book. Oh, but have you ever seen one in your own school? Maybe you should stop and take a closer look. You're a superhero when you feel the power, yeah, when you try to make a change today. Yeah, no superhero don't need to jump no tower. Just helping is a superhero way. Can help you all to grow. Everybody's into integrating. Yeah, they're doing the best they can with what they know. EA, EA. Finding balance, structured time. Thinking out loud, parents share what you find. Using the red-green to help with your job. Seeing first then is where we start. Contemplate. Bringing joy and fun and some inclusion. Yeah, let's be fair and never segregate. Superhero living in the circle of influencing first to understand. They're using visuals and words of power. One crazy adult, I'm that Superman. All right, thank you so much. This next song I wrote with a friend of mine, Mr. John Baglow, and we started co-writing songs. It was the first time I actually co-wrote songs with somebody else. There's a few things I've done that I was out of my comfort zone, and he's an amazing musician, and I'm a passionate musician, so it was really nice to have that. And he said to me, he's like, Gord, you're playing like major than minor. I'm like, am I? So this song is called Major Minor. It's kind of about people in life that try to make a change in the world.
To
Thank you. And you. And you.
It's nice when you can thank everybody in the audience.
All those people in there. Thank all of you. All right. So this next song is about a little otter. It's called Little Otter. Eh? Creative.
Little otter running down the beach. Little otter, water's within reach. Little otter, you can do it, man. Just hop like you know that you can. Little otter, see the hounds inside. Little otter, now the time is right. Little otter, made it to the sea. Now he's happy as he can be. And he's got a lot of friends you should meet. Gonna show you some more of them right now. Another one now. Little eagle, waiting for his mom. Little eagle, she gon' give me some. Little bitty fishies that she scooped from the sea. Now he's happy as he can be. Little orca, you are not so small. 2 tons on average isn't little at all. You could eat me whole and know a little bitty babe. So to call you little, just eat me anyway. West Coast friends you can meet. Forest or down by the sea. Everyone living outdoors happily. And we'd like you to meet another one now. Little bear, scratching at the trees, fishing in a stream and eating berries. Little bear, splashing in the wave. When it's time to go to bed, she's sleeping in a cave. Down by the sea. Everyone living outdoors happily. And we'd like you to help us keep it that way. That's a little ditty we love to do. There's a neat little story behind that. I write some kid songs, I write some rock and roll tunes, I write all kinds of songs, and I played that for the band one day. And then the next week they're like, hey, can we play that Little Otter song? And it made me realize that, you know what? You think you know what people want to hear, but you don't. You got to play what you're most passionate about, and you just got to put it all out there. So this next one is about a cat. My cat, Shadow. Hey, Shadow, we miss you, man. He passed away a little while ago. But I walked by him, and I live on the West Coast. And I said to him once, I was like, you know, I really got to build you a home. And so I went inside and I wrote a song about building the cat a home. And I never really built him a home. And we had boxes, you know, you go to Costco and you get the big box. And he liked the box. So, and then he passed away and I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh, man. So then we ended up adopting pets and saving pets. And so I built them a home. But then they didn't use the home. I was all disappointed about that. But now they've all settled in and they're using that home. But this song is called Build the Cat a Home. Build the cat a home, keep him warm when it gets cold. Let the whistling West Coast wind pass him by. Keep him warm, keep him dry. It's the least we could do The decaying body's proof of your love and how it flies, and the way your claws dig in my thighs. I know, oh, I know. There's no collars on our pets. There's no rations in this home. The only difference between us is the chance to talk and laugh and share the tales of what you've seen and the stories that you've heard about some humans weaving words from a bottle. And I'm catnip stone. Gonna build the cat a home, keep him warm when it gets cold. Let the whistling west coast wind pass him by. Keep him warm, keep him dry. Thank you. So I think we got a few more tunes to play for you guys tonight. I'd like to thank you all for coming out, having a good time. I'd like to thank you all for not coming out and sitting on your couch and enjoying the show from there too. If I could watch me from a couch, I would. For sure. Man, oh man. So this next song is called Power Lines, and I wrote it when I was hanging out with my dad. Hopefully Dad's listening right now. We reconnected quite a while ago. Went through quite a crazy time when we were younger. We all do. I realized real quick that, you know what? Parents have a relationship and kids have a relationship. And they're not one and the same. So it takes us a little while. But my brother, my dad, and I, we reconnected. And Dad had this great idea that we would get together and we would go fishing every year. And we went to Crow's Nest Pass. And it was beautiful. But I realized that I was almost 40 years old. And I was still the younger brother sitting in the back seat because I couldn't get the front seat because my older brother was bigger than me. And I was sitting there and I was leaning on the window, hanging out. And I was watching those power lines. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but you just watch them and they just keep going like this. And I had this thought that, you know what, these cell phones and the internet and everything, they're taking away all this time that we have, all this time that we need to spend together. And we were all in our own moments, having our own issues, dealing with our own stuff. But in that moment, in that time, we had it together and we bonded and we got a little closer that day. This song's called Power Lines. Free, I wanna be loved, I am, but I can't see. I want a little more, I want a little break, wanna find the door that takes me away from here. From here. I want an empty head, wanna feel my heart, wanna do instead of what I've been doing from the start. Reach out, look in, feel alive, but power lines and satellites disrupting the flow to everything. Open hearts and open minds can bring the signal back again. Power lines and satellites conducting the flow to everything. Open hearts and open minds. Power lines. Power lines. We gotta give up. We gotta get on. Oh, we gotta give up. We gotta get on. I was going down, and you were going round, going round. He was going down, we were all. Oh, oh. Power lines and satellites disrupting the flow to everything. Open hearts and open minds can bring the signal back again. But power lines and satellites disrupting the flow to everything. Open hearts and open minds. You gotta give up to get on, give up to get on, give up to get on, give up. Give up to get on, give up to get on, give up to get on, give up. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. gotta give up, gotta get on. Thank you. All right, we got one more tune we're going to play for you. It's the last hat I'm going to wear. As Paul said, he knows what songs we're going to play by the hat I'm going to wear. So, the last story of the evening is I wanted to write a song for Johnny Cash. He had just passed away, and he has inspired me. And I tried to sit down and write a song. I was working for the district in the summertime. I do custodial, and sometimes you're in a classroom all by yourself, and it sounds really good in there. And I hope my boss isn't watching, but I bring my acoustic in there with me for lunch break, maybe a long lunch break, who knows. And I was like, I'm having a hard time writing a song for Johnny Cash. And then I was like, I'm going to write a song for Mr. Stompin Tom Connors, because that guy really inspired me. And when I was a teenager and we were getting ready to go out and go party, we would listen to Stompin Tom Connors. And he toured all around Ontario, and we would see him coming to the little venues and to the universities. So I was like, he's the man. He wrote a lot of songs about these little small places like Duncan, like Sarnia, all this kind of stuff. And I hadn't heard a lot of songs written about him, about his life. So I did a little bit of research, and this song is called The Northland Zone. It's a Stompin Tom Connors tribute. Here's a tale about a man we knew from coast to coast. The song was true about this land and the people all around. He'd weave some lore about some place, fill the file till there was no space. All the while his boot would stomp the ground. Well, he keep good time on that plywood, reeling rhyme oh so good, telling us about Leamington tomato. From the man in the moon to the Rideau Canal, PEI would know so well about Bud the Spud, that old potato. His name was Stompin Tom. Come on and sing along. His voice echoes to every little town. His boot has worn the floor from Souk to Labrador. He's a troubadour, the Northland Zone. Second verse, how it all began. His ma was poor and his dad was gone. All he had was this here song, pen, guitar, and the people he would meet. He left his home around 15, hit the road, that hiking scene, traveled around on his own 2 feet. He'd been living hand to mouth, north, east, west, and south. Got his first gig at the Maple Leaf Hotel. He was broken, short a dime for a beer he bought that time. Bartender said, to get this bill you play. So we played 3 sets for that whole night, had everyone up and feeling alright. By that time on his life would take a turn. Black shirt, black pants, black Stetson hat, the famous boots of plywood that he'd wear out after every single show. His name was Stompin Tom. He wrote 10 million songs about everything and everyone around. His boot has worn the floor from Sarnia to the North Shore. Played his songs to the nation far and wide. And he wrote a lot of songs. I'm going to try to tell you about a few of them right now. Is everybody ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready over there? Here we go. Big Joe Mumford all paddled in the Mattawa. Margaret's got the cargo, yeah, Reggie's got the rig, the gumbo cloggeroo. I am the wind, the Donnelly's pride, and little Joey toot back, breaking leaves, smoking Tilsonburg. The Martin Howell story, the good old hockey game, snowmobile song, Sudbury Saturday night, the ketchup song, and a real Canadian girl. first job. Thank you, Tom. You got me through my college years. Well, I didn't go to college, but you got me through anyway. Oh, his name was Stompin Tom. Come on and sing along. His voice echoes through every little town. His food has won the floor from Souk to Labrador. He's a troubadour. All right. So we got time for one more song? Sure. I heard sure from the sound guy. That's a good sign. All right. Well, yeah, as long as they're not doing that. That's right. Got to keep them separated. So this last song, I was telling you a little bit about it. It's called Watching a Show, and we were watching an inappropriate video with my youngest daughter. It was that Blurred Lines song, and everybody's like, oh, it's such a bad song, but my kid loved it. So like on a Sunday, we'd be dancing around. We didn't care what it was on the TV or the YouTube. We were just enjoying ourselves. So I wrote a song called Watching a Show. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for sitting around and enjoying the show. With Monster Highs in the kitchen, hanging out and having fun, that's what we do. Other kids in the living room pushing on things. She knows better, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. Ooh, I don't know. And the littlest one, she takes us by the hand, and she takes us to another land. We love to run and play, and she tells me all the way we all were when we were young, bringing out the best in all of us, everyone and everything. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Eating Cheerios, playing in the kitchen, hanging out and having fun, that's what we do. Inappropriate videos with the kids, but it's alright, cause all we wanna do is dance. Yeah, we dance. Yeah, we dance. Oh yeah, we dance. And the littlest one, she takes us by the hand, and she takes us to another land. We love to run and play, and she tells me all the way we all were when we were young, bringing out the best in all of us. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I did dee 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 dee. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba la 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 da. La la da, la la da, la la da. What's that? You got something there you want to show me? No, 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 no. I want to watch a show. Watching a show. Watching a show. Watching a show. Yeah, we're just watching a show. 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 Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, Duncan. Thank you, Duncan Showroom. Have a beautiful evening.
maybe I'll